And the highest climber for period 2 is Debi Greenough, who not only did her 10%, she also did her 13%, and she did her 1K in personal retail. So Debbie's already she's in the draw for the retail as well twice. And she sponsored 3 people in the business. So fantastic effort there. Well done, Debbie. So I'm going to pass you over to Debbie now, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her and about her journey in the business so far. So Debbie, if you want to unmute your mic and your camera, and I'll just mute mine off, and take.
Hello, can you all hear me? Fab. My name's Debi Greenough. Some of you will have had the misfortune of meeting me. Let me tell you a little about myself. Pre-Clean Easy. Well, I'd been all over the world, done most things. I ran a pub for 10 years in Coventry. It was my life. I was taking over £1 million a year. I had over 30 staff, and I was diagnosed with clinical depression. So the pub gave me an escape and kept me going. Then the bottom fell out of my world and my mum died, and everything went pear-shaped. So I took a year out where I couldn't function and ended up here in Mexborough, 15 miles from where it had all started, 15 miles from my dad and my family and my former friends. In and out of jobs recently, worked out I'm not really a 9-to-5 kind of girl. Needed to get out there and make friends, so I joined Slimming World, which is where I met my sponsor, Becky Spink. I also came across Karen, and whether she remembers or not, I bought one of the famous pineapple coras. So that was my introduction to Clean Easy. I've known Becky now probably for 4 or 5 years, God help the pair of us, and we have got up to some mischief. And I was plodding along, like I said, from one pants job to another, couldn't work out what I was doing, where I was going, was always skint. And I ended up in this group, Becky's Bargains Galore, on Facebook, and I think, to be fair, I didn't take much notice, and I muted the notifications. I thought, oh no, what's Becky up to now? And then I saw her check, and I saw her invitation to join her, and I got in touch, and I said, you know, is it Clean Easy? I recognise some of the products and the logos and the branding. Yeah, it is. And I said, well, is it working? And she said, yes, it is. Now, at the time, I didn't have a pot to piss in. I didn't have anything. I was paying one bill at a time. And I scraped together the £25, and the more I talked to her, the more excited I got. And then she ended up in hospital, and out of hospital, and in hospital, and out of hospital. Well, I was that desperate to join, I went and she signed me up while she was in hospital. And I sat there while she had her catheter changed and while the nurses came in, and we discussed really gory stuff. And that was it. I was off, raring to go. At the beginning, I didn't take much notice of the literature of any of the training, and most of the time it felt like everybody was talking a foreign language. I just wanted to sell and make money. And that's what I did in the first month. Didn't really achieve a lot else. Got my 30%. Didn't really know what I was doing. But then I went to a workshop, a 10 Steps workshop in Barnsley. And it started to make a bit more sense. And I figured, yeah, I can do this. Well, period 2, I did nothing. That was the Christmas period, when everybody else was chirping on because their retail was fab. I just wasn't getting anywhere. I was comparing myself to everybody else and just didn't think it was for me. Thought I'd got myself involved in another crackpot scheme. Oh no, Debbie's messed up again. And then the showcase happened. And you guys, it was my last £20. I didn't have electric, I didn't have gas at the time, but I went to that showcase and met thousands of people that were making the business work and got so excited. I don't know how to use Twitter, but I got a tweet on a screen and just came home so excited. And the following day, there was another 10 Steps workshop with different people because they'd held it near the showcase. So there were lots of fresh ideas and fresh people, and everybody was high and buzzing. Lots of people were hanging, and I think it was hard work. And the drive home was pretty long too, but so excited. And I went back to my 10 Steps workbook. I went back to all the training information, all the videos, all the webinars that I had, because I didn't always go to a webinar. I usually signed up and planned to watch it at some time. Well, I caught up with them all and started period 3 for me. Period 1, is it? No, period 2 we've just done, haven't we? We've just done period 2, which was in theory my 3rd period in the business, with a clear idea of where I was going and what I had to do to get there. And I did. I said I'm going to retail 1K because I haven't got a Clean Easy badge yet. So I wanted a 1K club badge. And I did it. I'd worried about sponsoring people because I thought, well, my retail's not good. I'm not selling millions. I don't quite know what I'm doing. But I was excited about it. And I always had Becky and Karen and Kev and anybody else that was up at stupid o'clock when I was to answer my questions. So I went out there and I sponsored. I got contact from a friend who, a bit like me, had seen the advert and saw my excitement and wanted to join. And my 2 other team members I picked up on Facebook. So I now have 3 team members. I retailed 1K, and as Karen said, I got through 2 bonus levels and got a cheque. My first cheque was for £283, and like many other Clean Easy people, that will be embellished in my brain forever. So I've now set this period's goals, jokingly with Karen, who said, well, we'll get you on to the next level. No, we're going for 2 levels up. And I want to sponsor at least 4 team members this period. So I have plans in place to do that. I also want to be able to do some training on the webinars, and I believe I have to hit at least 18% to have the invite for that. On a personal level, and I was just joking with Karen and Kev about this, it's taken 40 odd years to get myself in the state that I'd got. And it's going to take a while to sort my head out and do whatever else, but I have goals in place. I've listened to GoPro several times over in my car. In fact, I've missed junctions because I've been that engrossed. And today I spent about 8 hours going up and down the M1 on some sort of mission with my dad, so I'm well into beach money, which I'm finding really exciting. So all I have to say really, guys, is there's literature out there, there's resources out there. Get your team members, get yourself to the workshops because they're amazing. One of my team members, Kerry Blesser, came to her first workshop in Barnsley and came home and was absolutely buzzing. And by the end of that Sunday night, nearly had a £150 order ready to go because she was so invigorated. The showcase, the next one's June the 4th, June the 3rd, June the 4th. Be there. It is amazing. You will get such a good feeling out of it. You'll be surrounded by like-minded people. And I think it was in the GoPro, the author said that half the people won't go to the next one, but those that do are the ones that are still earning and growing. So make sure you're at every showcase. And the webinars, even if you can't quite get there at the time, make sure you register, make sure you watch it, because you'll pick so much up. And I think I've probably bored you all to death now. I have one more goal that I need to get out there, and that is that I'm going to be gold this year. And Clean Easy is going to be my main income, because then I will have the time and the money and I very rarely have both at the same time to do the things I love to do. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope I haven't bored you all too much. And let's do it, guys.
Brilliant, Debbie. Can we have a date on going gold, please? Just gold this year's not enough.
I said for the showcase in June.
So that's just a minute. I'll just tell you when that is. So that's end of period 6.
Do I have to be gold by then to get on that stage, or gold before then to get on that stage?
Gold end of period 6. That's 2nd of June.
And I will be on the stage.
You'll be on the stage on the Saturday, yeah.
That's it then. 2nd of June it is.
2nd of June it is, and I'm absolutely convinced you'll do it.